William Byron, the pole sitter, chooses the inside. He is on the gas, and we are under green in Phoenix.
Didn't take them long. Here they come. Fighting hard for this clean air track position. You'll see that Byron and Logano, that's going to be a battle.
Well, that's going to be one of the big battles, as we see a battle for the lead right here between Joey Logano and William Byron. So we see that top groove right there working well with the momentum for Logano off the corner. But these cars have such a big side draft, as both of those guys elect to stay up on the racetrack, that Byron's able to pull him back to him.
Half the field running the shortcut across the dog leg on lap 1. Still side by side for the lead. And finally, Byron establishes himself. Logano led lap 1. Byron will lead lap number 2. And caution is out at lap number 4.
Right. Catherine Legge, we'll see.
Here it is, caution on lap 4. Catherine Legge's car gets loose and goes around, coming off turn number 2.
Here we go again, Clint. You see 4 wide back there in the middle of the pack, but this is going to be a little bit different than the first restart with some laps on those tires. Cars are going to act a little bit different, but you see some contact there in the back.
They got it. Those guys turned around. They didn't get through that, Kevin. Stenhouse is around.
Yeah,
we got bumped and turned.
Yeah.
Did not hit anything.
You did get bumped.
You did get bumped, and you did get turned, and that's right.
They were 3 or 4, maybe 5 wide back there.
And that's what I was saying. These cars are not going to act the same as they do on sticker tires.
Cuts are around as well. Let's go back and take a look at that.
Yeah, and you're going to see a car on the apron just come up and get into the side of the 47. It's just when you get down there on that flat, that thing will start shoving the front, and then like happened in the first incident.
It's pretty much all of this. Custer gets loose down there, gets in to Gilliland there, who then gets into Stenhouse, spins back down across the racetrack, catches Custer in the right rear.
All right, so you can't cross the yellow line before the start-finish line.
No way.
Well,
right there. Man.
That's pretty nitpicky there.
That was...
Now, I said before the race, it'll bite somebody.
Right
I didn't think that it would be Joey Logano, but that's pretty. He wasn't blocking anybody. I don't know.
It's hard to tell exactly from that angle if he's on it or below it. Yeah. Yep. But, I mean, it's really, really close.
That's pretty nitpicky, in my opinion. I don't know. Let's see if they...
But it's also...
I don't think they're going to change their mind. They're not changing their mind.
It's also the easiest call that they can make. If it's not to the start-finish line and you're below the yellow line right there, you got to call it if it's a black and white call like that.
Look at them tires go.
You feel like Superman, don't you? You put that cape on, those new, softer option tires, and march your way through the field. Believe me, everybody on pit road is taking notice of what Ryan Preece is able to do here.
Well, you only get 2 sets of them, so they're all learning that they still are faster, just like they were yesterday, but you're going to have one for the end of this race. So everybody's going to put 1 set on here at some point, but I would think that, especially for a guy like Ryan Preece that's had a little bit of trouble at the end of some of these races, they were like, hey, we're in our window. If nobody's going to do it, let's take the points, get the track position in this first stage, and get out of here with a little bit of insurance.
Final lap of the stage. There's Reddick in second, 1 second back. Preece, another 1.5 seconds back. Will pile up 8 stage points for third here.
See people slipping and sliding around a lot. Ready to have this stage over and get some new fresh feel goods on.
William Byron's 4th Phoenix stage win. The most he's won at any racetrack. A little bit of 4 wide, but pretty orderly this time.
Look out!
Yeah, there's a lot of options there for the drivers to be able to move around, but you got to get situated up off the corners. We see
Gilliland
cars
way
in the
up
back.
the
Yeah, we see Gilliland up the racetrack, and SVG get stacked up on those red tires and not be able to make some some time, but now those red tires are going to go right around the outside of him.
Well, here's Austin Cindric on the option tire, racing William Byron for the lead. And these will be Cindric's first career laps led at Phoenix.
There's no way of getting around that. The closer you get to the front, the better your car is going to handle.
Smoke got trouble.
Somebody locked up there and then went way up high. I think it was Michael McDowell.
And got in a
Here
wall,
he is
too.
in turn 4. And yellow is out.
Stay low on exit. Caution's out. Just watch for any debris.
He hit pretty hard, guys. I don't know if did it blow up.
Looks like the right rear might be flat.
I think oh yeah, it is right rear.
Yeah, and we talked about him. You know, we talked not necessarily him, but we talked about those tires blistering or having too much heat and blowing out. So
I think it went down, and we've seen it before. It dumps all that. These cars are so rigid. You know, obviously, he's right there. Goes down and takes the weight off the front, and it won't stop. That's where he locks the brakes up. See, it took all the weight. When that right rear goes down, with these things being as rigid as they are, it takes the weight off the left front, locked it up, and wouldn't stop for him.
And welcome back to Phoenix Raceway, the 45. Tyler Reddick is in. Cars driving better that time. Just an air pressure adjustment. The 2 of Austin Cindric. He went to those softer sidewall tires. They take them off. They put the primaries back on. Regan.
We're back to green.
right back to 4 wide. Christopher Bell got a great launch right there. We've seen the 24 car of William Byron be a little bit better.
Whoa, trouble in the back and 2 cars in the wall.
Big wreck. They're still wrecking. Custer into the outside. Well, I think that was Herbst.
Keep rolling if you can. Keep rolling if you can.
Christopher Bell will lead them back to caution here at lap 99. Fellas, I don't think that was an if. I think that was a when.
Much like the first one, it starts right in here. You see him, the funnel starts here as they start the progression of moving up into Haley, into Briscoe. And I think that was Hocevar on the outside. Just runs out of room.
You know, Herbst into Haley seemed to be the first point of contact.
No, I think it was Gibbs is who it was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the 54 comes up and they all get squeezed right. Oh,
you're right.
They just run out of room, man. Wow. That car launched up in the air.
19 jumped over the right front of Haley.
Yeah, Briscoe with a lot of
damage.
Blew
the side window out of Briscoe's car. That car's hurt bad.
Reddick and Hamlin, here we go.
And Bell really got a shot from behind from Suarez there. Put him way out front.
Yeah, and you got to be careful about that. We've talked about this before, but you don't want to hit him so hard that it knocks the splitter loose from the front of the nose, because then that'll make your problems of being tight even worse.
Chastain way down to the apron on the inside.
Look at Logano
wide, and Logano's coming on those red tires.
Got squeezed a little bit there by Josh Berry. That it was very close.
15, 1 outside, Berry. Bottom lane is clear. Bottom is clear, 1 outside, top's covered.
And for the lead, here comes Logano on the option tire underneath Christopher Bell.
Well, that's what we expected. You know, we expected Joey Logano to drive to the lead. Now, the part that is the unknown that Larry's been talking about is how long will these tires last before they either fade to the point where the primary tires become faster, or do they just fall off to even, or do they blow out again like Michael McDowell's? Yeah, he's got to hold him off for 9 more laps. And as fast as Christopher Bell is moving in, it makes me think that Logano has kind of lost his way with those soft tires.
Well, you knew it was coming.
Staying higher, now pivoting, 3/4 behind. Headlight down with momentum, apron, half apron.
And Bell is there.
And you notice he didn't say he was there. That's the hardest part about this racetrack for spotters. He couldn't tell. Those cars are going away from the spotters down that straightaway, getting into one. Very difficult for a spotter to tell exactly where he's at. That's why he just left it on the apron.
Yeah, you're trying to spot that car as it's going away from you. So just like you say, it's a very difficult spot.
You're clear.
As you see Bell make
coming behind. Next car's in the 3.
Make the pass for the lead there. So that tells me that those tires are finally fading off there, Larry.
Well, I like what you're saying there, and it takes me right back to the players that we were talking about in pre-race. Bell, Byron, Blaney, those 3 on these primary, the harder tire, if you will, show the best speed and the most promise.
Here's the lucky dog battle. We're on the final lap of the stage, which Christopher Bell is going to win. Bell 3 seconds ahead of Joey Logano gets the green and white checkered flag, and here are the teammates battling. Jones outside, Nemechek inside. One of them is going to get back on the lead lap. And it's Nemechek.
Watch this.
The only lead lap cars still on the primary tire now are Ryan Preece and Ty Dillon. Back to green.
Yeah, and that's gonna that restart right there. That's gonna be interesting to see what NASCAR thinks of that. Whether Logano slowed down or did Bell just roll through the box in front of him.
Doesn't surprise me. You know, Reddick's a very aggressive race car driver. Early on, getting to the outside of Bell.
A deal that just came together within the last 2 weeks for her to race here at Phoenix. Oh, around she goes.
Hang on to it. Hang on to it. Hold the brake.
Took out Suarez with it.
Trying to miss Josh Berry. Daniel Suarez is involved in Catherine Legg's second spin of the day.
She was doing fine, guys. I feel like we jinxed her. Right as we put the camera on her.
And
Yeah,
that
Got
took
up a
out
little high and
Man, that's a tough break for Suarez.
Yep.
Put him in a position to run up there in the top 10, running 6th. And
Josh Berry was lapping her. She just come up and got into the side of him, spun out.
20 cars on the lead lap as we go back to green.
well, you see that 5 car of Kyle Larson right up there had a great restart, putting himself up into the 3rd position, and you see it get tight off of turn 4, turn
Kyle
2
Busch
there
did
again.
not have an exit of turn 2 very good at all. Logano slipped up getting in, enabled Larson to take that spot from him as well.
77 to go for the lead. Ryan Preece on the option tire versus Christopher Bell, who has consistently been one of, if not the best cars on the prime tire all day long. And the Berlin, Connecticut driver goes to the front. Ryan Preece leading with 76 laps to go in Phoenix. We'll take you Fox side by side.
Mike, about 2 laps ago, I looked over, saw the pit crew getting helmets on as we see damage right now on Bubba Wallace's right front, but saw him putting the helmets on, and yellow's out.
Caution is out. I believe it'll be for debris from the 23.
He hit the wall hard. I think he had a right front tire blowout.
Well, pay attention to this 24 car as to where
Where they come out. That's a great point, Kevin.
the leader's already gone by.
Bubba Wallace was 11th when he got into the wall and has taken that car behind the wall. Let's have a look here.
You see it's already down. I think the right front blew out.
Yeah. I'd say 15 was better. I think we finished 1st or 2nd
Oh,
in the
Blaney.
first 5 races.
That motor, he'd been saying earlier, I think we're blowing up, guys. Finally let
There
go.
she goes.
There she blows.
Gosh darn.
He knew it.
Pipes here. Copy.
Here you see the bottom of it falling out.
Well, all those streaks for Blaney will come to an end right here. And William Byron may need a windshield tear off. He was right behind Blaney.
Oh, we got one in the wall.
Ty Gibbs.
It is. And caution is out with 8 to go.
Stay up. Get clear down.
Another
Get
right
off the
front completely smoked off the front of this thing. It may be another rotor.
10th caution of the day. Ty Gibbs was 13th.
Not what Christopher Bell wanted to see. He had set sail.
Yeah, his teammate was in position. They were in position, Joe Gibbs Racing, for a 1-2 finish with 2 laps to go. Bell and Hamlin, Berry and Larson. Here we go.
Another good start by Denny Hamlin on his outside.
Oh, and the 24 car gets underneath the 21 there.
Sure
Josh
did.
Berry left the door open there.
Huge for William Byron. Right back to 3rd place. Can he keep it?
Well, and that's what we talked about on these used tires.
Look at this. Bell got into Denny. Denny got loose. Here comes Larson.
Larson
Stay to the
nowhere
outside.
to go on the outside. Hamlin is there. They stuff it into turn 3. Hamlin high. And caution No, white flag, white flag. Here we go. 1 lap to go.
The race is on. They're 3 wide.
Bell solidifies the lead.
No, Denny's still there on his outside, hanging tough.
It's all going to come down to what happens right here on the entry into turn 3.
Don't take yourselves out and hand it away. Don't do it. Keep an eye on Larson.
Off turn 4, Bell edges ahead and wins 3 in a row.
Wow.
That was awesome.
What a great finish.